everybody, and welcome to another edition of Chalk Talk here on the DK Pittsburgh Sports Steelers YouTube channel. It's draft day. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I know I am. First round of the draft will be later tonight. I will be on the south side along with DK to cover it. Today's Chalk Talk is not going to be draft related. Tomorrow's will be. Whoever they take in the first round, we're going to be doing a Chalk Talk on to kind of look at something, or maybe a couple of different things on what that player brings to the table. For now, we're going to look at one of the newest acquisitions, Darius Slay. This really does solidify cornerback, at least for 2025. You could have questions about the future. Slay's in Pittsburgh for 1 year. Most likely will only be in Pittsburgh for a year. Maybe they want to re-sign him after the year. Who knows? But there's some concern about that. Oh, this is Patrick Peterson 2.0. I really don't think so. So I want to take a look here at the tape and kind of show you just how good he is at still reading and reacting to just receivers, and why he's number one, still such a good man coverage corner, and also a really good zone coverage corner, and why having him opposite Joey Porter Jr. is a really good thing for this defense, because it can free up Minkah to be a little bit more Minkah, not having to play this center fielder, firefighter, whatever you want to put it, however you want to put a label on it, 25 yards off the line of scrimmage. So first play here, down to the bottom of your screen. Neighbors here runs a dig inside. Slay is quick to jump on it, break it up. It's a heck of a play by Slay. So this right here, for what you might not know, is called banjoing coverage. It looks like this is just those two matchups right there, when in fact it's just whoever's on the inside, this guy's going to cover. Whoever's on the outside, Slay is going to cover. So right now it would be that matchup and then that matchup, but obviously whenever this receiver moves in motion, Slay is now going to get him on the outside and then him on the inside. That's called banjoing coverage. And so here Slay moves to the outside. He has outside leverage on him, which means he's a tad bit to the outside. And so Neighbors then has an easy path to be able to just go up and then dart inside. But Slay's read and reaction time is quick. He's going into his break there, and Slay's already starting to react to him. And how quick he's still able to break on the ball right there. He is all over Neighbors, but legally breaks the pass up. It's just a really good play. It's a really good play by Slay. This is another one right here where Slay, again, it just shows you his ability to read and react, but this is in a different way. The Commanders are going to try to run the screen to the outside. Slay diagnoses it and just is all over it. You can see here, the tight end is supposed to be coming out trying to run that kick out block, and he doesn't get there in time. Slay is quick. He's got his eyes to the quarterback. You can see he's got his eyes looking. He's not necessarily looking at the receiver. The receiver's got to hurry up and get out here and try to make that block while the tight end comes over and makes this block, and then you think that'd be nice and well blocked up. But Slay is so quick to read and react to this that he's able to sneak by the tight end before he even has a chance to get out there, and then he makes a good tackle in the backfield. Gets the TFL. That's a heck of a play. You don't always see that from corners. It's good when they do. Joey Porter Jr. has gotten a lot better about this. But in order to be this quick to diagnose something and then to make a play on it, that's veteran stuff. Here's another one. This goes to show Slay's ability to play in zone coverage, to properly pass guys off without abandoning his zone. And then, again, the quick read and react that he has, it just goes to show, he can still do this. He doesn't have the elite speed that he used to, and we'll get into that here in just a little bit, but he can still play the position 100%. So here, he passes him off. This is a dump off to the back, and Slay's there to cover. This is, by the way, this is a third down play. I don't know if you can see, down here, the third down. I'm going to circle it. I'll just point to it. There you go. It is third down. This is about 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, somewhere around there. And, oh, wait, no. Yeah. I can't. I'm looking at the wrong chain gang. But, this is what looks to be like a cover 6 maybe for the Eagles. So they've got the field split in half. This guy has got, that entire half, and then it looks like, this guy is covering this quarter, and then this guy is covering this quarter. So that would be cover 6. It's a combination of cover 2 and cover 4. 4 plus 2 is 6, so that's why it's called that, in case you didn't know. And so that means that Slay here has this curl flat area right here. That's his responsibility. So when this receiver begins to run past him, he's like, all right, well, I'm going to pass him off. While he continues to go that way, I'm going to pass him off to who's behind me, and I'm going to stay in my zone here. This is how you do it. Everybody's staying in their zone. And, okay, the thing is, this is, again, comes to read and react. Number one, you're having your eyes looking that way. Daniel starts to make his throw there, and Slay is already breaking on this guy right there, obviously. He's already breaking on. And whenever he starts to break on it, he's at the 36, 37-yard line, whatever. I'll say 37-yard line, probably. He's at the 25. That's a 12-yard. That's 12 yards away. And he breaks on it quick, and he gets there. By the time the running back catches it and turns around, Slay is up in his grill. And he gets into a good base before trying to make the tackle. It's not easy for cornerbacks to tackle running backs in a one-on-one situation. But he hurries up and gets up there, gets set, makes the tackle, stops him short of a first down, forces the Commanders to punt. That's how veterans do it nowadays, man. That's how they do it. All right, so here's a little bit of a concern when it comes to Slay. I don't want this to just be like, oh, I'm just going to do nothing but show you good plays of Slay's. Slay back in his day was elite speed. He had great speed coming out of college. He's been an all-pro for a reason, and his speed was definitely one of those God-given talents that he had. You can't teach speed. You can't teach somebody to get faster, or at least significantly faster. And Slay, because he's older, because he is 34, he is going to be run by at times. And that is where safety play is going to come into effect. Now, here's Slay here, and so you'd like for this to be like a cover 2 where maybe you got this guy there so that this safety can cover over the top, this safety can cover over the top. That's not the case here. This is very, very much, it looks like cover 1 because it looks like everybody's man-to-man except for the safety, so this is cover 1. And so Slay is just lined up here, and he's lined up far off the ball. The ball's at the 3-yard line. Slay's 8 yards off the line of scrimmage, and he just gets run by. Daniels throws the deep ball. Safety tries to get over there, doesn't have enough time. He gets run by, and that's a problem. That is of concern for sure when it comes to the actual flaws in his game now. Now, it's not going to be every single time that he lines up against a receiver that receiver is going to be running a go route. And it's not every single time that even when a receiver does run a go route that the quarterback's going to see it, he's going to diagnose it, he's going to be able to make the throw. And it's also not every single time they're going to be in cover 1. Now, if they're in cover 1, it might be a situation where you're like, okay, I trust Joey a little bit more than I would trust Slay, so I'm going to shade the one high safety. Now, granted, the safety is over closer to this side because the strength of the formation is on, this side. And typically in cover 1, that's where the safety is going to go. He's going to shade over to the strength of the formation. And so that's what teams are going to try to do. They're going to try to get this one-on-one matchup and beat Slay, putting their ex-receiver on Slay. And, okay, now we're going to run a go route. The safety help is going to be to the strength of the formation away. And so now we're going to, okay, I'm going to throw the deep ball. He's got to shut him down. And if he doesn't, then it's over. And he just gets run by here. And the thing is that he's not slow to react. The read and react time, he knows he's running a go route. He's already flipped his hips. He's ready to go. He's got to, 3-yard head start, and he just gets run by. Part of that is, not tracking the ball well. He turns around, he turns his head around, tries to locate the ball. That slows him down. A great throw by Jaden Daniels gets the ball in the receiver's hands. I mean, it's one of those plays where he gets beat deep, and because he doesn't have the elite speed anymore, he's got to really rely on his instincts to not flip his head around and try to locate the ball. You just got to cover the receiver. And this just goes to show this is in the playoffs. So when you look at the stat sheet and you see, he didn't have an interception last year. He actually did. It was just in the playoffs. Same situation. It's a go route. See, he doesn't have safety help over the top. Now, this isn't as good of a throw from Jordan Love. It's a little underthrown. But the difference in staying with the receiver here is, very, very different. He doesn't necessarily turn his head around easy, and his angle is better. If you go back and you look rewind. His angle when he starts to run, he kind of starts going to the inside a little bit. He kind of starts leaking to the inside while the receiver is kind of breaking to the outside, and that's what ends up giving the receiver a good amount of separation there. That's not the case here. He really stays, and he kind of takes away the inside leverage. See how he flips his hips to the outside a little bit? That little rotation there. Because I think he also knows he's got this safety there. So in case there's some sort of dig or post or any kind of in breaker there, that he's got some help. And he's able to then stay with him. It's a good play. And again, not the best ball from Jordan Love, but he, makes the interception, makes the play. That's what you want to see. Anyway, have faith, people. Don't just look at the age and be, he can't cover anymore. This is Patrick Peterson 2.0. No, he can still cover. And all the metrics, all of the actual analytics, and I'm not talking about pass rush win rate and stuff like that. I'm talking about NFL's next gen stats. All the numbers are good when it comes to his coverage ability. So have some faith in it. Steelers are most likely going to be much better at corner this year. Also adding Brandon Echols to the mix gives Beanie Bishop a little bit of competition. And plus, who knows? Who knows what the Steelers are going to do in the draft. Maybe they add another corner to the mix as well. We'll see. Anyway, enjoy the draft tonight. Enjoy the first round. I'm looking forward to it. I know you are as well. So we'll talk tomorrow. Look at the Steelers' first round pick. In the meantime, catch you guys on the Flippity Flip. We'll see you later.